G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video, I wanted to run through this Android 21 team that we've got here. Obviously we've had a bunch of Easy A's drop on global, we've had the new Int Boo, and it's really just brought a ton of life back to this Android 21. So I actually didn't have her previously. I literally just bought her with coins, so I'm going to be jumping into the BUILDI forces. It's literally a Margin Boo power team with the STR Bulma as well. So the Margin power team does lack a lot of supports, but by having the Peppy Girls, gives you access to units like Bulma, and if you don't have Bulma, Int Chi will also work amazingly. If you're on JP, you would also have access to, whoops, he's not super, he's not extreme, he's super. This Tech Mr. Boo, sorry, is absolutely busted as well. But for what we've got on global here, this is the team I'm going with. We'll be floating both of the 21s as well as the STR Bulma. So looking at the rotation pieces we got here, honestly, pretty good start. So the reason that I don't mind floating a unit like 21 is she does provide support, so it is just key support, but that's still good enough for me. We may as well grab those same types. In terms of links, you can see she does share the 3 links there. She heals on her super attack effect. I think as a floating unit, she'll be really effective because she's got that dodge chance too. She's going to obviously work a whole lot better as a with some extra dupes in there, but I'm really interested to see how she goes with this at just 55%. So I have got the AGL Super Boo here. He's, if you're on JP, another option to be switched out for a unit like the Tech Mr. Boo, but because we are going up against the Majin Buu Saga Red Zone, he gets that guaranteed guard, and he's definitely had a massive resurgence here. He's got a good partner in the physical Boo tanks, and the other thing with this is we've got the 4 main Boo units. There isn't actually like a clear and concise way that you want to run your rotations here. I think that you get a ton of flexibility. It's just your floaters are sort of set and forget, if that makes sense there. So in comes Android 21. This is the Rainbow Friend. 4.8 million damage isn't a whole lot, but as I mentioned, she's healing. She can perform multiple super attacks with that heal too. So by using her in slot 3, if you've taken any damage in the first sort of 2 parts of the rotation, there's that dodge and that dodge. And let's see, we lose the HP, to which we just gain back almost immediately. So just because you stack, we're going to grab that with you, and that will open up those STR key spheres. Boo, you really don't want to use in slot 1, but just for the sake of getting a stack off with him here, you can see Bulma's, we do have full 7 out of 7 links here, but Bulma's support there is added on. Usually I'm used to seeing this Boo turn 1 sort of around 4.7 mil, so we've added on quite a bit of extra damage there as well, which is pretty fire. Straight off the bat here also, you can see that AGL Super Boo starting off at full 24 key here, which is fire. What we'll do is we'll grab that. I guess we may as well, no, we may as well just stick it out here, and we'll grab that. So again, still at full HP, 694k, so pretty much hitting that. Geez, look at Bulma's support helping out Super Boo here, 22 mil. Jeez. And we're going to get any... Yep, we do get the additional super. I really, really like this team build. Int Chila is going to work just as well. The only thing is her buffs aren't going to be multi-turn, but she's going to provide orb-changing support. Again, she's a dodger, and she also does have that scatter effect. So if you don't have Bulma, you're really not going to be missing out on too much by running Chi-Lai if that is the swap you make for this team. But you can just see by having Bulma off rotation, she's adding so much value to the offensive numbers here that you're seeing from a lot of these Boo units. And that sort of can be a little bit of a thing with this Boo team, where maybe you don't pump out the craziest amount of numbers, like offensively, I guess. So Bulma's going to be a huge help there. I forgot that Yakon can be stunned there. So here we go. We got the first transformation into Evil Boo. This tech Easy A Boo is super busted. You got the damage reduction, you got the dodge with him there, so he's going to work phenomenally as a slot 1 unit for us here. So we'll chuck you in there, go after you, and then I think we'll just sort of hunt BUILDI a bit here, and we'll grab that there. So let's see, we do have type disadvantage here, but it don't matter. In terms of the build that I've got for, he's rainbowed fully link level 10, but in terms of the build that I do have for the tech transforming Boo, it is heavy additional build. Had him rainbowed for a long time, and to be honest, I'm not really that disappointed with that build considering his Easy A, because the one thing that you do lack on the unit is the ability to get off additional supers. So I think it does work pretty effectively here. Also forgot to mention that by having Int Boo on the team, we also have access to a revive as well. He's got his active skill too. So it's always really, really handy to have sort of one of those up your sleeve when you are going into difficult content, and the fact that we only have one revive unit means that we aren't going to be really sabotaging ourselves getting off other unit revives. So that's sort of like the rough RNG there, where she only got off the one super, but you can see still worked really effectively there anyways. So what we can do here is, do you still have your entrance? I mean, is it a 5-turn entrance for 4 turns? So he might be done with that there, but he's got type advantage anyways. So I'm going to back him in. We're going to have Bulma's support pop off as well. Obviously, I'll take the type advantage with you there. And then we'll just go back to you there. So bang, everyone gets the big old boost. So let's see what type of offensive number we get here, because that's where I'll be able to tell whether he's... It says 4 turns, so I think this might be his... that's annoying. The stun sabotages us a little bit there, but anyway, is what it is. So we're coming out with a 9.9 with Boo Tanks. I may end up switching him into Buhan next rotation, just for some extra damage, some extra zang. But I would assume that he'll probably get the finish. Yeah, definitely. There we go. And now it's just to Deborah. So, as you just got to witness, Deborah pretty annoying because he does have that stun. An AGL Super Boo would have really cooked him there. So sort of a bit of a missed opportunity, but that's fine. He's got quite a bit of HP, doesn't he? Sort of, Bulma is critting away here because we got her a ton of key spheres, and Deborah's just sort of taking that on the chin. So we can get the transformation and get that heal. I guess we may as well. We'll grab that, into that, into that, into that. So, Evil Boo, he'll do his thing. You can see with that damage reduction, even when we aren't getting off those dodges, we're still taking those normals for nothing. Up to a 13.3 there. Kapow. That should... Well, to be honest, we actually didn't want to finish Deborah there because we want Int Boo to get off a couple more supers before we do go into the final phase. Because remember, he's going to have type disadvantage there. So Kapow, there's one. The great chance we don't get, but that's fine. Hey, we get it. So we got an additional super. That's good because, yeah, get that extra stack off there. And then I think 21 should be able to finish the job here. 4 mil. The animations for her are pretty cool too. Considering this was a unit that I didn't summon for at all, I guess I haven't really got to see her all too much. So yeah, that firing off is pretty sick. So what we'll do is... see, this is where... So she gets big bad bosses. So it would be sick to run something like that. But we're going to be forced into... Unless we... Maybe we could get away with that. You do get a lot extra there. Yeah, nah, we'll just go with this. We'll just go with that. We'll just grab that with you. These two share Metamorphosis and Fierce Battle. Look, 220, yeah, isn't the highest number, but she's going to be relying on that dodge there. So yeah, there we go. Buhan gets off the dodge, and now that we know that's where the super attack is, I don't think we've got much to be concerned about for the rest of this rotation. By the time that the AGL 21 gets off her own super attacks, I think her defense will be fine for those normals. Very intrigued to see what else we get for this red zone, Majin Buu red zone. I think these fights have been built to where they're all really, really different. I reckon they've done pretty well so far. So really excited to see what else we've got here. And geez, this might end up being sort of one of my go-to teams for this. I really like this Android 21 team. I think if we did have the tech Mr. Buu, he would be a phenomenal addition to this team with his orb changing. And he's crazy defensively when you are getting those rainbow key spheres too. So yeah, hopefully that is that going to be the next world tournament. Look, I could be the first person ever hoping that we get a world tournament coming pretty soon. But yeah, look at that. So let's see, this is a very good RNG turn for Android 21. She's pumped out a bunch of supers. Bang, gets the crit there. And yeah, tanking for double digits on those. And we can... This is the other thing of having Bulma on this team, that you can do some pretty craziness because we got the orb changing there. So we can actually grab 4 rainbow key spheres there. We can then pop that, so we're not getting hit. Finally, I've remembered to actually get the rainbow key spheres for the Tech Boo. If you saw my video yesterday, I actually forgot. And then we're going to do that, give everyone the massive support. Bulma, jeez, this is going to be insane. So we come out with a 29 million super. Bang, with the crit. Yep. And spewing that we didn't get the additional because that would have been pretty crazy. Remember, that's the first turn of Tech Super Boo as well. So bang. Do we get the... We didn't get the third, but there's Bulma coming in, finishing the job with the ARPA. Bang. The guaranteed crit. So there you go, guys. That is debatably one of the best teams on Global, going to work there with the Android 21 team. So much synergy, and 21 gives us access to the supports and orb changes that we probably don't have on just the flat Majin Buu team. So let me know your thoughts on the build down below. I think it really cooks. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.